Well, good morning, everybody. Now, some of you would have seen the previous video clips I've uploaded, which is an extract of my audiobook that I'll be publishing. Now, what inspired me to record audiobook was a radio interview I was listening to where a TV presenter or TV producer, shall I say, said something to the radio presenter that made me reflect on my own life, which you will when I say what he said. He said, if you took the average person and made them watch their lives on television, they would find their lives boring. So obviously you reflect on your own life. So I started to think to myself, would I find my life boring if I watched it on television? And I thought about the things I've experienced. I thought about the things I have witnessed. And there was a resounding no. Everything I've said more or less is what I've stated in the introduction of my audiobook. And I thought to myself, absolutely not. Hence why the subtitle of my audiobook is An Extraordinary Journey of a Not So Ordinary Single Life. Now, even though the main thrust of my journey is regarding love, life, and dating, but it's multi-layered because it's a lifelong journey. I've experienced multiple things, from having low self-esteem and a lack of confidence, especially the 3-year period that I experienced as an incel in my teenage years. Going from that to having more confidence than the average man working in the adult entertainment scene. And so the main takeaway from my audiobook is the advice I offer to young people, especially young men, in avoiding the mistakes that I have made and how to overcome some of the issues that I experienced. And along that, I've experienced multiple social issues. And the advice I gave to older men is the journey or how I overcame my prostate cancer journey. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer back in 2017, and I give advice onto those who face that same situation, how to navigate their way through that situation and come out the other end positive. Because when you have your prostate removed, the radical prostatectomy, it does have an effect on your erection, and it will affect your sex life. But I give advice on how to get around that. So the main takeaway from my book is not only that I'm telling you about the unusual lifestyle I've led, but I give a lot of advice, and especially to young people, young men in particular. So I'm going to leave you with a clip on one of the aspects that I've experienced. Thank you very much.
Chapter 15. Too Black and Ugly. Now brace yourselves, because some of you will find this chapter shocking, disappointing, and sad. Now, just in case some of you skipped the introduction section at the very beginning of this audiobook, I issue out a warning, the same warning I gave at the introduction. If you're easily offended, easily triggered, you're the sort of person that requires a sweet, lovely life, then this is not the place for you, because I'm going to be direct, I'm going to be honest about my experience and the things I have observed. Colorism. If you asked me, when was the first time I had experienced colorism, I would have said when I visited my parents' island of Grenada back in 1985. But when I sit down and think about it, I had experienced colorism growing up as a kid, and in my early teenage years and my early 20s. But because when I went to Grenada, it was attached with dating, that's when I first consciously noticed it.